International. Trisha, good morning to you from Uganda.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Then we also do have Rosa Gadi, Miss Europe. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Nice to have you here. We also do have Rebecca Baptiste, second runner-up, Miss Environment International. Rebecca, good morning.
Good morning, and good morning, Uganda.
That's a beautiful crown you have on. Then we also do have Ariana Pantaleon, winner Miss Environment International. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you too. Now, ladies, my name is Priscilla, and I'll be guiding you through the conversation for this morning. Let's begin with your definitions of empowerment, women empowerment, and how it has actually been shaped for you, especially from the experiences that you've had through the pageantry. Let me start with you, Trisha.
I think for me, empowerment means being in a society that allows women to create different spaces in how they feel and what they can create in addition to the community that they are having in a very positive way. It is a diversity of opportunities.
Okay, diversity of opportunities. Thank you so much, Trisha. Let me also get your opinion. Rosa, what does empowerment look like for you and how do we define it?
I can say about myself, like how I empower women. After the winning historic competition Miss Europe that created 1927, I became a jury and national director of competition, and I prepare girls for this competition several years already. And I'm happy to help the women to take very good places in this competition because our preparation in very high level, because I already passed this way and now I'm happy to empower women in this way and lead them.
Okay. All right. For Rosa, that's elevation and leadership. Thank you so much, Rosa. Rebecca, second runner-up, Miss Environment International. What does empowerment look like for you, and what experience have you had in terms of that?
I think when we speak of woman empowerment in its truest form, it's just a woman being herself without the restraints of societal norms, beauty standards. She is her most authentic self, doing what she wants to do because she wants to do it. And in my life, I have been living that ever since I won the crown and I won the title second runner-up. And even before that, I've just been living my authentic self.
Yeah. All right, an authentic self version of any given woman in any given space. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Ariana, winner Miss Environment International. I believe this actually propelled you into so many different spaces and giving you such a big attention. What does empowerment look like for you as you have been on your journey of pageantry?
Empowerment for me, for a person, especially a woman, would have to be somebody who's a strong leader, someone who is well respected, who knows how to insert herself in a very positive way in all aspects of her life. And I think I witnessed this competing internationally with my international sisters. In this pageant, I was surrounded by so many empowered women from all around the world, and it was able to teach me so much about everybody from different places and how they can impact my life, how they can impact other people's lives as well too. So empowerment for me is really someone who is, a strong leader, someone who is respected in a very positive way.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. For Trisha, it is creating spaces that allow diversity of us as women. Rosa reflects on that as elevation, and Rebecca, a woman who brings her authentic self to the forefront wherever she is and however she is. And of course, Ariana, that is translated as respect as well as leadership. Let me now go one by one, ladies. Let me start with Trisha, runner-up Miss Environment International. Trisha, in your perspective, pageants are often seen as beauty-focused. We're always always looking out to see how your gown looks and how, you know, you answer those questions and deal with the challenges that are faced or given unto you as you're going through the pageantry. In your experience, how is beauty and purpose complementing each other on the journey?
As for me, I think it's about what comes with the what comes with the gowns and the crowns that you already see. It's not about what we wear. It's about what we are standing for, what we learn from the pageantry. And if I could give an example, I would talk about we get so much of education, we get so much of public speaking, we get so much of a discipline from the pageants. So to me, it comes more of what are you learning and what are you standing for in this pageant other than the crown and the gowns.
And what have you been able to learn yourself?
Not so much, so much. I've learned to stay calm in situations that are meant to destroy us. I will talk about when it comes to mental health. Pageantry has given me a platform of learning how to control your emotions. First of all, I could be going through a situation and I'm not even like bothered of being negative about it, but I'll still choose to stand positive because that's what pageantry is all about. You're supposed to be a leader. So being a leader, it comes with a structure of you being an example. Whether you're going through the good or bad, you need to stay calm in all situations without showing people that are actually going through something. So I think the way I carry myself in situations that break me is something that I've learned forever in pageantry.
Okay. As we sit this side, we hear critics actually promoting narrow beauty standards that may affect a young girl's self-esteem. Now, you mentioned that empowerment for you means creating spaces where diversity is allowed and acceptable and celebrated. What is your response to such concerns?
I think that comes with how the society defines pageantry. If it is poorly structured, of course, people are going to define it the way they want. But if it comes with advocacy, empowerment, and discipline, it would definitely be of a good advantage. So I think it's not about what the society will say. It's about us being bold in who we think we are and believing in that.
Tricia, let me come personal. Did your family believe in you and support you when you said you're entering the pageantry?
Absolutely no. They didn't support that.
What was your experience?
And I think that's why I'm standing here as a queen, because they believe that I come from a culture that doesn't believe into modeling. They look at it as something that is off the career. They want to listen to ministers, they want to listen to bank accounts, they want to listen to pilots. But I stood out and I say, no, you don't have to define what I want. So they defined me because it's a society. I would have felt like, oh my God, they don't like me to modeling. But my experience is after getting the crowns and the gowns, they're now supporting me. But from the start, it's something they didn't even ever see. But then I stood up and said, no, you don't have to define me. This comes with this. So I stood up with the opportunities of beauty, but then the sustainability made me stand right now, and that's why I got in my family supporting me. They're not supporting me in the start, but now they're coming in because I've showed them potential of what pageantry is.
All right, and that's definitely what empowerment looks like. That being said, now that you wear the crown and the title, how have you been able to use these to actually impact more women so that they don't have to go through the experiences you went through, such as the one of non-acceptance with your family?
Well, we do so much of training. I would start maybe I do so much of school meetings with different schools. Like, for example, in my society, I study from International University of East Africa. So I've had a lot of meetings with these students talking about what challenges are they facing. So being a voice comes part of what you're using your platform for. We do a lot of campaigns. I'm doing a lot of partnerships with Miss Uganda. I'm doing partnerships with them. So I'm involving myself in so many activities that are not just about me, but the society, from school to where I stay, then to the people around me and other institutions.
All right, thank you so much, Tricia. Picking up now the crown and giving it to Rosa.
Yes.
Rosa, do you believe pageants genuinely actually empower women, or do they just really mainly elevate a privileged few?
For sure, this competition is so important to make it worldwide. When many countries join together, when they show their culture, and it's so important for Ministry of Culture and Ministry of Tourism when we create like these competitions. For example, Miss Environment, it's so important for ecology. This project was very global and very big. Even Mayor of Manila meet us, so it was with politic person. It was so official and big event. And it's so important to empower ideas how to keep environment through the beauty. And it's not only about beauty, it's important to show that you have to be beautiful inside. It's not only beauty outside. So, and for example, if take competition like Miss Europe, historical one, they appreciate other religion, other culture. For example, our competition was in Ramadan, and they did this competition before Ramadan, and after 1 month they put it on the air to appreciation for Muslim people. So like this we show to people how we can appreciate each other and to show our cultures, and it's so important to have like these pageants worldwide.
Well, some people have been of the argument that the beauty pageantries actually focus a lot on how you look and how you present yourself and how you walk. How do you respond to this perception of the public?
Yeah, people like thinking like that, but I'm happy that now competition has changed because to be beautiful, it's not enough. It's not about beauty outside. Mm-hmm. So, for example, already even Forbes was talking about that. Many beauty pageants, they remove age. And it's so important that now pageants sometimes even remove swimsuits, or they put swimsuit, but they dress it with some clothes. So, and I'm happy that now competitions start to change. They start to do like more global project with political people and to take care about environment, about society. So, and I think it starts to change.
All right. So, Rosa, allow me to just dig deeper, personal. What were you up and about, or what were you doing before you joined the pageantry for Miss Europe?
Oh, actually, I was working in an oil gas company, and then I was opening my business, flower shops. But in beauty pageant, I'm from school time. Like when I was child, I always was in beauty pageants, but I never have luck in this because, for example, in my country, they don't like red-haired women like before. Now it also changed. Now they don't look only appearance like. For example, in my case, once I have in one pageant case when they say me like, no, you cannot participate because you red-haired and you have this sun touches. So, and it was so heavy for me when I was child to hear this. And so now I can show them that appearance, it's not important. It's important who you are, how you treat people, what you give for society, and you can work a lot, and you can show the people how it have to be. So, and like now I'm happy that I became Miss Europe, and I show to people that appearance is not an important thing. For sure you have to be beautiful, take care about yourself, but it's about to be accurate and beautiful inside. This is important points.
All right. Rosa, I see you and you have beautiful hair, first of all. Now, you have talked about beautiful, and we are always seeing the beauty being defined by a lady who is of a certain size and she has a certain look, you know, and she holds herself in a certain way. For me, Priscilla, here, when I look at you, I do comparisons. And it's a woman thing. We compare ourselves and go like, no, I'm not that beautiful. So what is your message to the women out there that when they look at all four of you, they're thinking, no, I'm not as beautiful as them, so I cannot?
You know, I think like all women, they are beautiful. They are like flowers. We cannot say this flower is not beautiful or this one more beautiful or this one less beautiful. All women, they are so beautiful. It's only about to take care about yourself and to be healthy. This is important point.
All right, thank you so much, Rosa. Historically, we also get to look at something that you have touched base on, and because you mentioned that you've been participating in this pageantry since you were of a young age. How many of them have you participated in?
I even cannot count too much from yeah, and I didn't have luck many times. Many times I even couldn't participate. They even didn't take me to participate. But I'm happy now. It starts to change. Like they not only look at someone.
So as Miss Europe, what responsibilities are coming with representing women at a continental level?
Excuse me one more time.
As Miss Europe, what responsibilities come with representing women at a continental level?
Yeah, there was too many responsibilities. My life changed totally. Like next day I wake up famous. Like many journalists start to call me, many TV call me to give an interview, and I was scared. First week I didn't answer to no one, and I was like waiting one week to calm down this because it was too much heavy for me. And then I give some official interview. And that's it. And after this, I have too much project like in BRICS. Then I became face of G20 events, politic events. I take interview from politic people. I met many politic people also. And yeah, I became also as a national, international director of beauty pageants. And now I'm already 3 years as a jury. And I help women to participate, and I explain that this is possible for everyone. Only if you have real wishes to win, you can do it. And even if you don't win first time, okay, we can try again, and we do it better. So never give up.
All right. Thank you so much, Rosa. Now, let me have Rebecca. Rebecca? As the second runner-up Miss Environment International, this places a very international visibility to you. But it also, I believe, has exerted some pressure on you on a personal level and on a public level, on a global level. What burdens come with maintaining a public image? Because when people see you, they expect you to be in position all the time.
Yes. For me, I wouldn't call it a burden. I would say that there are some difficulties being an ambassador. I was the first representative in this pageant for my country and the first in the Caribbean. So there was a lot of pressure on me when I represented my country and the Caribbean on an international stage. But I would say having the supportive team that I have and my country, my family, the Caribbean supporting me it's been so helpful. I'm able to rely on them whenever I feel down or when I feel too much pressured. And I always tell myself that there's nothing I cannot handle. So I would say having a strong mindset definitely helps. And know that you are human, you are going to make mistakes, and no one is perfect. So if someone sees me out on the street without any makeup, hey, I'm human, okay?
Yeah.
So I think that that's so important to really just have a supportive team and to have a supportive mindset as well.
Okay. Did you always believe that you were beautiful?
everyone has different definitions of beauty. We've heard this saying that beauty is subjective. And no, I didn't always think that I was beautiful. Coming from the Caribbean, we have beautiful women of all races, all shades, religions, hair texture, height, sizes. We come in all shapes and sizes. And I was insecure for most of my childhood / preteen, teenager life. I was always really insecure about my height. I'm 6'1".
Wow.
So I'm really tall, and I was always the tallest in my class. I was taller than my family members, and it was something that I was really insecure about. So I didn't see that as being beautiful. I also had other imperfections as well that I would nitpick on myself. But I think what made me feel beautiful wasn't what I looked like, because there's nothing I can do to change my physical appearance. This is how I was born, and this is how I'm going to be. But what made me feel beautiful was the contributions that I did for others. That made me feel beautiful. It made me feel fulfilled. I love when people come up to me and they tell me that they like an outfit of mine, because at least I know that I styled it, you know? So what I put out into the world, what I do in my modeling, my acting, those things make me feel beautiful.
All right, Miss 6'1", I have now renamed you to Miss 6'1". You went into Miss Environment International. Talk to us about what Miss Environment International is all about and what it seeks to address in society.
Miss Environment is a pageant that fuses together environmental awareness, sustainability, with your traditional beauty standard, beauty pageant qualities, which include like competitions, like swimwear, gowns, all of that. But it is an environmentally based pageant. It has to do with all things the environment. We're empowering persons to take care of the environment, to switch to more organic products, to be sustainable, to live that clean, green life. And that is what it's all about.
And how are you translating those elements into your community and your country right now as a crown holder?
I have, ever since I joined this pageant in my local, in my country, and being able to represent my country on an international stage, it's truly changed my life. It's transformed me into a more health conscious and environmentally conscious person. I now switch to farmers' produce instead of going to the groceries all the time. I'm switching my products. I'm super aware and hyper fixated on what I put into my body and what I put out to the world. I'm encouraging persons as well to not litter. And I have been doing work in my country, going to different schools and educating students on the importance of soil, because soil is literally the foundation of our environment. And I've been doing projects where I've created a green space for schools where they can interact with the environment and plants and things like that. So it is a lot of work, but I think once that change started within myself, once I became more environmentally conscious, it was easy for me to tell persons and to spread awareness on the environment.
All right, that's a wonderful impact to highlight. I also want to find out what other skills and perhaps personal growth did you actually gain in competing internationally?
Like my sister Trish said, we learned a lot. Prior to the international pageant, my organization was doing so much work with me, with public speaking, with catwalk, with literally everything you could name, environmental studies. They gave me coaches in every single field so that I would go out on the stage and represent them well. And I think I did a good job. I think. So, yeah. So that's really what I learned. I learned as well how to be confident, how to be an ambassador, how to be a leader, and also how to be a student, because this was all new to me. It was my first time competing at an international pageant, my first time visiting another country, flying, traveling by myself. So the amount of skills that I learned are skills that I would have for the rest of my life.
Okay. All right. You've made mention of learning how to do the catwalk. Why is it called a catwalk in the first place?
You know, I don't know why it's called a catwalk. Maybe cats have like a specific walk that models try to emulate. I'm not sure the definition, honestly.
Rosa, can you tell us why it was referred to as the catwalk?
I think cats, they feel themselves like queens, you know? They love themselves too much. And this is the feelings, like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I think cat walk.
And guess what? Cats are part of the environment. Now, speaking of environment, winners, Miss Environment International winner, Ariana, first of all, congratulations to you. What was that moment like for you? It's just a few seconds before they announced the winner. That's the moment I want to know. What was rushing through your head and your body?
Oh my goodness. It was honestly such a surreal experience at that very moment, a couple minutes before the crowning. I was feeling nervous, happy. I was feeling all of the emotions. And I really thought at that point in time that anything could have happened. So I was just praying to God. I was just letting him know that if this is your destiny for me, if this is your path for me, then you will make it happen. And I guess God was on my side tonight, and I'm very, very thankful. I'm so thankful for that night. It was such a surreal experience, and I can't thank everyone enough for their support.
How do you feel pageantry has actually evolved in terms of focusing more on advocacy and leadership rather than just our women's physical appearance?
Yeah, over the years, I think we can really see the development of pageantry. We can see through the facts of all of the beauty queens from all around the world, not just from Miss Environment, from other pageants as well too. They have shown us that being a kind person or being a leader in your community really, really makes a difference and shows how good of a person you can really be or how much of a beauty queen you are. So I don't think it's just about the glitz and the glamour. I really think that if you are a good person, if you are making initiatives to help within your community, to help your neighbors, and even self-care within yourself, I think that shows how much of a beauty queen you really are. So I definitely think that pageants have evolved around the years, and we can see that through our winners from all around the world.
In terms of impact, what has this journey had on you in terms of impact?
Oh, the impact has been honestly amazing. It's been great. Like I said, the support from not just the Filipino fans, but everywhere around the world has been amazing for me and has impacted me. Like Rebecca has said, of course, I was always environmentally conscious in whatever I was doing, but being in this pageant and being surrounded by people and women from all around the world, it made me learn so much about different cultures, about different people, different personalities, and it really made me have a bigger outlook on life. And I think that's how it impacted me throughout my journey and has brought me all the way up until this point in my life today.
You moved, of course, from a local pageantry into the international pageantry. First of all, from your experience, did you have the support you needed to even enter this journey to begin with?
Oh, absolutely. My family is the most supportive people I have ever met in my entire life. They have supported me in everything, in anything I have decided to do. And not even just my family, I would say the support of the Filipino fans and the Filipino people. Going from local to internationally, I have felt the Filipino people and the Filipino pride throughout my whole entire journey. So again, I just want to thank everyone for believing in me and supporting in me, and I hope I made everybody proud.
Okay, thank you so much. Indeed, you made everybody proud. But of course, your crown comes with responsibility. So what is your long-term vision for women's development and empowerment beyond your reign?
Wow, that question is great because I do have such big plans for the future. And of course, me as one person can't make a difference. But like Rebecca said, I think if it starts within yourself, then it's easier for you to spread awareness for people. So it had to start with me. I had to start within, being environmentally conscious as well as taking care of myself. From there, it allows you to spread awareness on social media. And I think I've done a pretty good job at doing that, but not only just within social media. I think I've also touched the lives of my close family members, especially the younger ones. Them seeing me on stage and having me as a role model, especially someone in the family, has been very touching for them. So I want to continue to touch lives, especially empower women with this title. And I know I can do that with my environment sisters here, of course. And I think we're doing a pretty good job so far. Like Rebecca said, if you just continue being authentically yourself every single day, I think people appreciate that more. And it allows you to be an idol or somebody that people can look up to.
All right, Ariana, as we're coming to the end of this conversation for all you ladies, first of all, thank you so much for sharing with us your experiences and what truly impact and empowerment looks like through your lenses. That being said, let me start with Ariana. What advice would you give to a younger lady or even a lady out there that is in fear of judgment but has a dream for the stage?
Yes, of course. So to start, we have to remember that social media is not all that it seems. Again, like Rebecca said, we are all human. Of course, we're going to make mistakes. Not everybody is perfect. So I just want to remind the younger generation, especially the young women, that to be careful on what you're looking at. Not everything that you see on social media is real. As long as you are making sure that your authentic self and you are a kind person, then that will sprout and blossom to someone beautiful inside and out.
Okay. All right. Rosa, what would be your piece of advice?
I want to say to girls and young girls and to women, never give up and always go to your fears, like I do. And where we start to be more stronger when we go to our fears. For example, me, I was scared to sing the song because from childhood my teacher was saying me that I cannot sing the song, I do it too bad. And I didn't give up. I was continuous study years. And I create one song that now became international song to open the stage of beauty pageants. So, and I'm proud of this. So always go to fears. If you want something and even all work to say you never do this, it's not yours, just do it and you will do it.
All right, thank you so much, Rosa. Rebecca?
I would say my advice to any young lady that chooses to do pageantry and to take this path, I would say to take that leap of faith. Know that if you're scared, it's better to go through it than to have regrets that, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. I'd also say to prioritize your mental health and well-being. It is so important to have a strong head on your shoulders because in this field, you do have to be strong mentally. So I would say to prioritize your mental health, prioritize your physical health as well, and go brave, baby. You go brave.
All right, and finally, Tricia.
My last message to all young girls out there, I would say if you're joining pageantry, please do it to develop yourself, not the society. The society will always judge us. It will always judge us. Whether you're good, whether you're a bad person, it will always judge us. But what is more important is the capacity of you staying strong than what you found in the room, developing into something that is better is what makes you a beautiful queen. So be kind to yourself, be nice, and don't stop or don't listen to what the society says. Do yourself.
All right, thank you so much, Rosa, Rebecca, Ariana, and Tricia, first of all, for taking the bold steps to be able to participate and represent your countries in these international competitions, but more so actually for the impact that you're bringing back home to your communities and the countries and the continents by and large. And we wish you the very best in your beauty with the crowns.